Hey everybody, thanks for coming to my channel. Today is June 22nd, 2022, and I'm in Virginia at the Virginia-North Carolina border at the rest area there. I'll tell you about that in a minute, but so if you wind up liking this video, hit a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, throw a subscribe up in there, put a comment in, tell me what you think, and all that other good fun stuff, So I think the last time on my last video, I think I was stopped down in Sarasota. I was trying to find the beach down there, which I found the beach, beautiful beach. It was a little packed, and I couldn't find any place to park, so I didn't get to go out into the water. I was very not happy, but I managed to weasel my way around on the bay in Sarasota Bay, and I sat on a seawall and dangled my feet into the water, so my feet got wet, and I enjoyed myself while I sat and ate lunch and stuff like that. And I had some cop that apparently he was wondering what he looked like he was wondering what the hell I was doing, just sitting there on the seawall dangling my feet in the water and looking silly, because he kept an eye on me for a bit, and there was a point I almost thought he was going to come over and ask me some stupid questions, which I would not have given him any answers, including my name or any of that stuff. Never give your name to the cops unless you broke the law. You don't have to. You don't have to give them any information unless you've broken the law. Get that through your head, people. You gotta, and always, if you see them doing something, videotape the shit out of them. That's your First Amendment right to do so. It's called freedom of the press. And you do not, if anybody tells you have to be a news reporter for some station to be the news media or the press, they're lying their ass off. There is no national standard for news media. Pick up a camera, you're the news media. That's the way it is. And you can film anything you want from a public place. That's the truth, and that's the way it is. And you do not have to give them any information unless you've broken the law. You have a Fourth Amendment right. You have a Fourth Amendment right to remain anonymous. And you don't have to tell them who you are, what you're doing, or anything else. It's not your responsibility. You have a Fifth Amendment right to not give them any information and not cooperate with them in any way, shape, or form, unless you broke the law and they arrested you. Then you got to give up your name and all that good stuff. But other than that, tell them sorry about their bad luck and move on. But anyway, to continue my little journey, I went up by Tampa Bay. I spent the night over there, near there. I found a rest area. Found a truck stop that I stopped at. Had a shower, ate, the whole 9 yards. Got gas, got ready, and I spent the night in the parking lot, which is a good thing to do. Truck stops and Walmarts are the greatest places in the world. You can spend the night there and they won't bother you. Well, they might have signs up there that say no overnight parking, But at truck stops, that's what they're there for. See all those big trucks in the back? They're parked there overnight. You can too, in your car up in front. There's nothing against that. That's what they're designed for. So, anyway. And, okay, the next day, I come up, U.S. Highway 41 from God, Jesus, from Naples. I got on U.S. Highway 40. Actually, I got in U.S. 41 down there at the Everglades, where it starts at the Everglades, and I drove through, and I just kept following it all the way north. And it goes a long way along the road, along there, and there's lots of nice stuff to see. So, but yeah, I was going by Tampa, and then, well, as I was going north, I went through Inverness, where my nephew Rodney and his wife Katie live, and if they would have been home, I would have stopped and seen them, but they were already on the road heading north to my sister Spring's house, his mom. So they're headed to Port Huron in a camper, and they were going over to Camp Lejeune area to my sister Tina's house, where I was earlier, but I wasn't going back that way this trip. At least I'm not planning on it now. I'm farther north right now than I would have been if I would have gone that way. But I think they're over there for a couple of days right now, and then they'll be heading for Port Huron. But anyway, so I went by their house. They weren't there. They were gone. So I kept traveling north, and I went through, through Inverness and a bunch of little towns. And I went into Lake City, Florida, and stayed on Highway 41. And I had to go to a grocery store there, and I think the lady at the grocery store, the lady at the grocery store might have swiped tried to swipe my debit card, because I used the debit card in the store, and then all of a sudden for the last 2 days I've been getting text messages about about my card being declined here and there, and some weird places that it's being declined at that are nowhere near where I'm at. So I went to the bank. I had to go to the bank, and they issued me a new debit card, new bank card. So I'm good to go and safe. I didn't lose any money, thank God. That's happened before too, but for other reasons. But anyway, so I spent the night in Valdosta, Georgia. There's a nice truck stop there in Valdosta that I stayed at, and it's a few miles down the road from where my son Sean lives. But him and his wife and my sister and my daughter Caroline went on vacation to Dollywood, so they're up in Tennessee. So I didn't get to stop and see them because they weren't there. But anyway, so I left out of there and come up. From there I took Highway 221 straight up, because the way I'm going, I'm trying to got another highway I'm sitting here working on finishing driving, at the end of this little series here, I'll explain to you all the highways that I've gone end to end from the north to the south, from the east to the west. I've traveled every inch of them from where they start to where they end and stuff like that. I'm working on another one right now. I got about 10 miles to finish I-77 from Cleveland, Ohio to where it dead ends in Columbia, South Carolina. And I'm on I-77 right now doing that. But anyway, I come up and I was in Columbia, and I thought I was gonna try to stop where my daughter Angel works, at the gas station she works, but it wasn't her. She wasn't working yesterday, so I missed her, and I don't know where the house she lives at is, because they just recently moved, so, and she hasn't given me the address. But I stayed in the truck stop down. I went and stayed at the rest area out on the freeway, and it was good. It was a good rest area, beautiful rest area. And and that's when I got up in the morning this morning, and I went right to the bank and I got a new bank card, because somebody trying to steal my identity again. Oh well. And I'm doing a little rambling. Well, whatever. I'm telling my story. But so now I'm running up I-77, and I'm taking a break. I'm at there's a rest area welcome center right in Virginia, right at the southern tip of Virginia on I-77. It's a really beautiful place. If I can, I'll show you. It's really, really nice. And if by chance, when I was a younger man, and me and my second wife, Mary, we came down here when my sister Tina and her husband Tim got married, and we rode the motorcycle all the way from Michigan all the way down there. And on our way back from North Carolina, we stopped at this rest area, and I have some fond memories of this rest area. I'm pretty sure Mary does too, because she was the one that grabbed the blanket off the motorcycle, and we went up in the woods up here, up in the hills in the areas. And if you do watch this video, Mary, do you remember what we did up here? Let's just say we defiled a whole bunch of places. We defiled a picnic table. We defiled some woods. I think the people that ran the place at the time were wondering what in the hell we were doing walking up the hills with a blanket, and we didn't come back down for a while. But let's just say we were young and we had a lot of fun. So before we got back out on the road, which is what I'm going to have to do here real shortly, because I need to get down the road a ways before I hang it up for the night. I need to get into at least the bottom of West by God, Virginia, and you got to say it right. It's West by God, Virginia. If you don't say it right, they know you're definitely a visitor. Let's put it that way. you know. So I'll wrap this up for now and see if I can get it to upload. So I love y'all, and remember not to hate people, because hate is foolish, and love is always worth it and wise. So love yourself and love the others around you. Try to always be kind and never be cruel, even if the bastards you're up against are cruel to you. Never be a coward. Always be brave, even when whatever's in front of you scares the living hell out of you. Stand up and be brave. And when you laugh real hard and real deep. Makes you feel better. And wherever you are on your journey in life, have a great trip. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.